Hi, welcome to Communication Skill Enhancement Practice. Communication skill and English speaking skill can be improved by daily practice because it is a skill, and if we will not adopt it, we cannot be adept through it. Means if we will not do it day by day, we will not be expertise in that skill. So normally we improve our skills from certain purposes. What is the basic purpose normally? People to improve their communication skill and English speaking skill is grow in their career, grow their business, grow their finance. Three things normally happens: career growth, finance growth, and business growth. Because in career also and business also, in finance also, we need to communicate so many people, and normally our regional language or national language is not enough to communicate more peoples. And also in corporate and interviews, normally when we give interview, people are asking in English. Normally in corporate, people will talk people will speak in English. Normally in a review meeting, you have to represent something to your investors, your clients, or you have to represent something to your, if you are interviewing your when interview is taken, then you have to speak in English. And to influence properly, people should know that you are habituated to this. You are just not prepared for these things. Being prepared for last day, at the end day, and just present is easily visible to others. If you are not preparing daily and you are just preparing at the last day, that will be a very wrong influence to other people's. Because at the time of presentation, you may be fumble, you may be do something which is making the audience or the person's distraction, giving him distractions. So you should make your audience influenced by cleaning out all the distractions, declutter all the distractions. He should be clearly focused and showing interest on you. So how can it happen? So for career growth, I will speak today about career growth. For career growth, for interview skills, three things. Normally people, what mistakes people do is that they are just preparing for some mock questions, and they try to recall that mock question in the time of interview to the interviewer. And sometimes they forget something, and sometimes they not able to answer something with a very casual manner. So which interviewer can easily sense that this person is not prepared. This person has just prepared from last 1-2 days, and he is not practiced to do these things. So it is be really, if you want to really improve, if you want to really get the influence done, we have to practice daily. So my video making for daily video making is only for that I can habituate to these skills, and also I am sharing these skills because other people, if see, he can do this type of practice. He can see that I am daily making videos, I am practicing, I am learning. I am not expert. Though you can see my video, though he can understand that I am not expert. But what I am doing, I am trying to be expert. I am trying to be adapt that practice so that I can adapt in that skill. I can be expert in that skills, and I am ready to spend time on that on daily basis. I know that it cannot be happen in a 1 day, 2 day, or just a week or month. It takes long time, and I am ready to give my time to this learn the skills, because I know this skill is high. The skills can give me a high boost in my career. So if you want to learn any skills, so one thing is required is keep patience and keep practice. Keep patience and keep practice. And then three things what I want to convey today, which will be help to if somebody want to crack an interview. Three things which is required in a interviewer angles, not in a interview angle, then a interviewer angle. The person who is taking the interview, what he really wants from you. We just want to know. We should not just being there and recall something. We should know what the interviewer wants from him. So the interviewer wants three things from you. So what are those three things? The first thing the interviewee want from the interviewer is trust, reliability. He will see, he will observe you and find some trust and reliability in you. If you will get that, then the 33% work is done. It can be more than that percent, but 1/3% will be done if 1/3% will be done if we can create a trust and reliability. And the second thing is, and for the first thing, for create trust, we should show some value to him. We should show that we are transparent. I am a transparent person. I am transparent, and I do not hide anything. If I have weakness, I am transparent. I have a strength, I am transparent. I have a strength, I can work on these things, and I have a weakness, and I am focusing on how to eliminate, how to work on that weakness and remove it. So I am transparent. That show the trust. And the second thing is, are you fit to the work you want to give the interview? So how can be? Yes, we should be fit to the work we are applying for. We should not apply something which is not we are fit for. If we are fit, if we are fit for that job, and also we have to show at interview that we are fit for that job, because we may be fit for that job, but the interviewer who is taking our interview may think that he is not fit for that job. The way we represent ourselves, how we are, that one thing it required, that point is our problem solving skills, our value adding skills. The first, we require trust and reliability, transparency. Second, we have to require problem solving and value adding. If we can show some story of our career. In our career, you can show something that this way I have solved some problems, and this way I have added some value. Some problem is there, I have solved in this type of approach, and also I have added value to improve the things. These two things will really help to interviewer to recognize you that you are fit for the job. And the third thing which is required, that the interviewer should understand that you are a student of your life. You are learning and growing. You are a continuous learner, and you are continuously adapting new skills. And if something will change, you are very easily adapting that skills. You are learning continuously to adapting, and you are able to applying it. That thing is required. Learning, applying, growing. Is it happening? the interviewer will also find that if it recognize that thing in you, that will also help. So I'm just summarizing that first thing is trust, reliability, transparency. Second thing is value adding, fitness to job and problem solving skills. And third thing is a learner, adapting new technology and continue growing. Not only learning, adapting, implementing and growing. So these all things people will watch from you. Also for job, also for other purpose. Because if a investor will see, if a investor will want to invest some company also, one thing you will see that how much you are adapting to technology, how much you are reliable, trustable, and how much you are growing. So the company or the investor also see these things in company, and the company recruiter also sees same things in the employee. So we have to focus on these three things: reliability, problem solving, value adding, and continuous learning and implementing. This will help to crack an interview, also convince the customers. Daily practice improve our communication skills, and small improvement boost our confidence. Thanks.